Now that we understand where we're going to get our data from, we can start thinking about the actual implementation of this application. So the first thing we need to understand is that we're trying to show different screens of content to our users. One that has a list of all of our search results, and one that has the details around one particular business. So at some point in time, we're going to essentially need to navigate a user from one screen to another. We've already seen examples of navigation with that React navigation library that we used inside of that last project. However, we still have not really gotten the full story of what React navigation does. Okay, so the React navigation library provides us a couple of different objects for navigating users around an app. In particular, three important objects for you to understand are the stack navigator, the bottom tab navigator, and the drawer navigator. These three different objects are going to take some different screens, or essentially React components, and wire them together in some automatic fashion. At this point, you and I have been making use of the stack navigator. This object is used to present a series of screens in a pretty straightforward fashion, where we might have a link to some other screen on, well, the screen, so in the form of a button right here. Whenever a user taps on that, we're going to take them to a second screen, and that header is going to automatically navigate and show some back button at the very top left. The entire header, the button inside of it, and the header on this other screen, those are all automatically managed by the Stack Navigator object. React Navigation also provides the bottom tab navigator. And as you might guess, that's going to show a tab, little menu down here along the bottom edge of the phone that a user can tap on to show different screens. So that's kind of like a very classic application navigation style. And then finally, we also have something called a drawer navigator, which is going to pop out a menu from the left-hand side and show some list of links that a user can tap and go visit some other page. So in our case, given what we are trying to do, in particular our mockup back here where we want to have that header with a back button, we definitely want to make use of the Stack Navigator, just like our original project that we've been working on so far throughout this course used as well. So in order to show that Stack Navigator, we're definitely going to want to install React Navigation as a third-party dependency right now and wire it up to our project. Anytime we expect a React Native project to use any form of navigation, it's always easiest to set that stuff up right away as opposed to kind of waiting along down the road and wire it up inside of a project later on. So let's get to it. Let's install React Navigation and then start to make use of this Stack Navigator. So to install this library, I'm going to flip back over to my terminal. I'm going to open up a new terminal window inside of my project directory. So I still have the bundler running right here. I'm going to open up a second window still inside of that food directory. And inside of here, I'll do an npm install react-navigation. Once again, this is going to take a couple minutes to run, so I'm just going to let it do its thing, and then we'll come back together in the next video.